boys do it with their hands muddy. No, they don't want none. 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 No.
What's good, YouTube? It's your favorite Pastor Games Raimi here. Today, this video has been brought to you by the NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine. This is the book your boy Pastor is showing that paper real quick. Focus. Yes, your boy Pastor is a personal trainer. Yes, I did pass my NASM test, my exam. So I just want to talk to you about the exam while it's still fresh on my mind, and maybe y'all want to take the exam, y'all can go ahead and go for it, man. But okay, check this out. Now I got like 2 different study guides. Now I got this study guide and I got NASM study guide. Now look, as you can see the difference between this one's not as thick. This one is thick. Got like pretty much all the information in the textbook itself, but this one's pretty thick. So as you see, it's pretty thick. So when you do take the test, don't get the NASM one because it's like way too much information and ain't nobody got time for that. So get the Fitness Mentor one. Get this one. This is the one that you need. Get this one. So you can go to their website. They follow me on Instagram, so big shout outs to them. That's how I passed my test. Because I failed it the first time, but I went back and retook it the second time, which caused me to pass. Focus. My camera does not want to focus, but I passed. So anyway, I'm trying to help. So these are the things that I saw on the NASM test. As I'ma go briefly and probably quickly over them, because somebody might want to take the NASM test, so bear with me on me trying to give y'all the correct information. Okay, check this out. Okay, first thing you need to know is you need to know this. You need to know the OPT model, dealing with stabilization, strength, and power. Pretty much learn about that. Yeah, you need to learn your 3 trainings of the 3 levels of training. Which one's low intensity? Stabilization is low intensity, followed by power is kind of in the medium. Strength is in the medium, followed by power. So you need to learn that. Learn your key terms in chapter 1. So that's pretty much covers that, and learn about supersetting, and list all the key terms in chapter 1. So that's pretty about that. Then when you get to chapter 2, is make sure you learn the 3 main parts of the neurons, and describe the 3 layers of the tissue within the muscle, and please learn about the googly tended organs, I probably messed that word up, in the muscle spindle. The tendons, the way I remember it by the tendons is the tension, and the googly get my words mixed up, and the muscle spindle is the lengthening part. So make sure you remember those, and remember the what else I need, remember the joints, which one is for rolling, spinning, and sliding. Make sure you remember those in chapter 2, and which pretty much, and learn about the chest press, overhead press, rows, and squats. Which one is the main motion? If I can find it real quick. It might be a little bit. Okay, here we go. The primary mover of the squat is the gluteus maxima. Stuff like that. Make sure you learn this. If you see this, make sure you learn the primary mover, the assisted mover, the stabilization, and the opposed primary mover on that one. So make sure you learn that one. On to chapter 3, learn about the cardio system. Make sure you learn about monitoring the heart rate. What's the best measuring resting heart? It's upon wake. Should you press hard or gently? Gently. And the rational pulse, which is located on the wrist, is the most accurate one to take. And make sure you learn the difference between the stroke volume, heart rate, and cardiac output. The stroke volume is the amount of blood being pumped. The heart rate is the rate of the heart being pumped, and the cardiac output is the overall, which is heart rate times stroke volume. So make sure you learn that, and make sure the part that confused me, make sure you learn the different levels of the heart. So study this, make sure you learn it, understand it, be one with it. Make sure you understand that. Understand, pretty much look at the key terms on this chapter 3, and make sure you learn about the respiratory pump. This part right here, make sure you understand this part, because you will see these on the test. Make sure you memorize this part right here. Okay, so that's pretty much that for that chapter. Just point out the main key terms. Chapter 4, let's see, make sure you understand these key terms right here. Understand them, learn them, live it. I have it highlighted, and these are on the test, so make sure you understand that, and make sure you understand about proteins, carbs, and fats. Understand that, and learn about the APT / PC system. Part I got highlight right here. Make sure you understand it, learn it, live it. 10 to 15 seconds. Learn that. Then you go here, understand it, learn it, live it, highlight it, pause if you need this. Pause. The oxidative system, learn it and live it. And the post-exercise oxygen, understand it, define it, learn it, and live it. This was on the test. I remember this question. This was on the test, so learn it and live it. What else? I think that was it for that chapter. On to chapter 5. Okay, here we go. This part. Understand sagittal plane. Everything's dealing with bicep curls, tricep, squats. When it gets to frontal plane, everything's done on the side. Transverse plane, Everything is like in a swinging motion. Understand all this, learn it, and live it. I cannot explain that enough to you. Learn it and live it. Learn it. Do not skip this chapter. Yeah, just understand pretty much the whole motion of it, and learn about. I guess I really didn't highlight this, but I think this was on the test. So understand this part right here, the muscle actions. So understand that part right there. Trying to help y'all out. Understand this part too. So you want to understand about the bicep curls, the contract motion. So understand that. I'm pointing out the main parts to y'all, so y'all can ace this test. Understand the length and tension relationship, followed by the force velocity curve and the force couple. Understand it. Oh, and my bad. On the planes, understand the motions too. So you want to understand the motions, the flexion, the extension, for the sagittal plane, frontal plane, adduction, and then the transverse plane, horizontal adduction to horizontal abduction. So remember that, and the interior and exterior rotation. Understand that part, and understand these two definitions right here that I got highlighted for y'all. Understand them. That's going to be on the test. Now y'all might have different tests, but this is what I mainly saw on the test. So I'm here to help y'all, man. Understand the internal feedback and external feedback. So understand that part. Alright guys, chapter 6. Now this one contains 20 questions. So pay attention in this chapter. First thing you need to know is the difference between subject and the objective information. It's the first thing you need to know. So when it comes to subject information, you want to know about the medical history and the general history, and the lifestyle, medical, occupation, and objective is pretty much doing training. So cardio, body composition, static and dynamic, postures assignment, performance assignment. So that's pretty much the basis of subject and objectives, and you need to know the maximum heart rate. So you turn to, if I can find it, where is it? Here we go. The maximum heart rate. Excuse me. Just the number 220 minus the age. So that's the peak maximum heart rate. You need to learn about your training zones. And learn this too right here. Very important. It was on the test. Learn that. Let's see what else we can teach today. Yeah. Learn the body fat percentage. So learn that. Learn about this formula. Learn about the bicep, triceps, all that. Learn about these 4. You should do fine if you learn that. Let's see. Learn about. You don't really have too much. Don't really too much focus on that. Learn. You also want to learn about the different zones of the heart rate. So remember your least to your maximum heart rate. You want to learn about that. The next thing, trying to see on this list right here. Trying to make sure I go over everything. Trying to make it short as possible. Oh yeah, you want to learn about the common distortion patterns, and here they are. And if it will focus for me, focus. Okay, how about this? We go over here. It's like a, okay, that's one of them. So learn about that one, and that one. So we want to learn about those, and it is recommended that you please must learn about the overhead squat assessment. There are at least 10 plus questions on there. So great way. So about which one's commonly tight and commonly that's weak. So these are the ones that are tight. You can go ahead and pause it right there. You will see these on the test, and these are the ones that are weak. So feel free to write them down, pause, do whatever, make flashcards. You will have to learn these on the test and learn about the different. It goes more into depth of how about your excessive forward leaning, lower back. Just learn about that overhead squat, because you'll see, trust me, you'll see that test. And learn about the sharp scale test that's dealing with lower body. So learn about that. Let's see what else. I think that's pretty much over it. So yes, learn chapter 6. You move to chapter 7. Again, learn about the muscle spindle and the googly tendon organs. Learn about your 3 flexibilities. And learn about the stretches too. So you want to make sure you learn about the Davis law. You want to learn about that. And chapter 7 right here. And also you need to learn this one. You need to learn this, and this, and learn that too. And yeah, learn that too. Those are on the test. And learn this one too. That's on the test. And you want to learn about the like I said, the flexibilities, the corrective, active, and functional flexibilities. Understand them, learn how they work. So you want to look at these pictures, learn how different stretches work, and learn the definitions to them too. So don't forget the definitions, learn the definitions to those. Moving on to chapter 8. And then it has the end of chapter 7, you'll see a whole list of the over and under and how to fix it, and strength exercises to the overhead squat. So that's at the end of chapter 7 on page 196. So in your textbook. So check that out. And you get to chapter 8. Chapter 8 pretty much deals with warm up. How long warm up should last? 5 to 10 minutes. You know, same, pretty much it repeats. It likes to repeat. So learn about the heart zones in 1, 2, and 3. The amount of intense cardio exercises recommended 75 minutes. Learn about Fiat. You want to learn about that, and the maximum heart rate. Even though it's not gonna say 35, but you also want to learn that as well. You want to learn about the core. Yeah, the core. You want to learn about the core, you know, the relationship between back pain, core muscle, and pretty much you want to learn about the core stability, strength, and power, and the core for beginner clients. You want them in the prone isolated, and if it's too hard to learn, they can be regress to the knees if it's too hard. So pretty much you want to learn about core. You want to learn about the stability, aka planks, and the strength. You want to learn about it. So pretty much look at the pictures, and on when you take the test, that shit like come to normal. And you can do like practice tests. So check that out. And balance. You want to learn about the difference between static and dynamic balance, and pretty much when it says balance, your balance always includes. Oh no, matter of fact, I'm gonna back up a little bit. When it says stabilization, it has no lower body movement at all or rarely. And when it says balance power, that pretty much involves like hopping or. So again, you wanna pretty much match the pictures. Learn about the picture when it says pretty much when it says single leg balance. It's normally deal in the stabilization. There is a hint. And when it gets to strength, you know, squatting, that's strength. Touchdowns, you know, when you get the textbook, you'll understand it better. When it says, like I said, when it says hop, that means power. So on to chapter 10. Well, not that chapter. That was chapter 10. On to chapter 11. So this one, how long? You know, how long to pretty much let me see. I got something highlighted that you're probably not gonna see, but yeah, this part right here. Learn this part right here. That is on the test. I know that for sure. And again, as pictures of polymetric. I cannot say these words right. Stabilization. So you know, same thing. Stabilization, strength, followed by your power. So learn it and live it. Speed, quickness, and agility. Pretty much all you have to learn is the definitions to them. So you know, just learn your definitions, and you do fine on that one. On to chapter 13 now. This one, learn about your general adaptive syndromes, your alarm, delay, resistance, and the exhaustion. So pretty much learn this area right here. You define. Learn about the periodization. So, and the principle. You want to learn about you also want to learn about the said principle. So, yeah, you want to learn about that. So, I think that was. Oh, What, 13? I got 13. We're doing chapter 13. We want it's 12 questions on there, so you pretty much want to learn about the 5 types of resistant training, define them, and you want to also learn about horizontal and loading, mechanical, nuclear, and so you want to learn about those. And like I said, the on one leg, the word balance or stable, it includes a stabilization ball. So you want to learn about that. So just pay attention to that one. And you also want to learn what chapter that was. Oh yeah, and back up again. Sorry, it's late. Like going on 11:30 at night, and I'm trying to record, but I'm doing this for y'all. You also want to learn about the total body, the different types of exercises, and like I said, throughout the whole entire book, you will. If you just learn the basics, you'll do fine. You just know really have no chance to fail this test. If you just know your basics, you'll do fine. So just like if you don't understand your basics, you will do fine. Okay, on chapter 14. 14 is dealing with 10 questions, so you want to learn about this. Acute variables, how much rest is required. So when you have 50% is 20, 75 is 40, 60 is 85, and 3 minutes is 100. You want to learn about these. It's pretty much the same thing like in chapter 1, but it gives more information about it. Chapter 15 is really nothing. It's pretty much dealing with free weights and medicine balls and kettlebells. If I can ever get to it, yeah, like the different pros and cons of machines and free weights. And that's it. It's really nothing in this chapter, so I won't learn about the closed and open chain. That's one thing you want to remember. This chapter is really nothing. And you move to chapter 16. Chapter 16 is dealing with like the special population. When I was taking the test, I had nothing but seniors and pregnant people. So these are the things that you need to know about everything in the special population on chapter 16. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you right now. Feel free to pause. And that's the things on chapter 16. And then chapter 17 is dealing with basic nutrition. 13 questions about basic nutrition. So pause on there. There are some of my answers. There will be on the test. And I did write down some, so I'll let y'all look at my answers. So make sure you learn this for the test. I'm giving y'all the answers. Really, I am. Just giving to y'all. But make sure you understand it and learn it and live it. And then you got 13 questions about lifestyle change. Make sure you learn your 5 stages right here. Learn about active listening. Define reflection. There y'all go. Define. And then the last part is about business, the 4 P's. CEUs. Alright, certifications. I remember those being on tests. If you want the full website, go to their website right here. And that's pretty much it, man. Hope I was here to help y'all. Just take your time, stay focused, have a positive mind about it. It's a 120-minute test with 120 questions, really 100 questions. 20 of them do not count, and you don't know which one is, so just don't pick any random answers out there. But other than that, if you have any questions or trying to find the page to the test, not to the test, but to the study sheet, if you get this one, then feel free to leave me a comment. All my social media is down below. Check them out, and you do fine. You're gonna pass it. Become a personal trainer like Pastor, and let's make gains and money today. So good luck. I will see y'all on the other side. I am the pastor. The gym is my church. All sins will be forgiven for killing your workout. And I'm gonna catch you on that next episode. Deuces.